Hi guys, welcome to a new video. In this video I will talk about markets and why every market can work out for you and what you need to look for in each market before choosing the market. So it's really simple in the end of the day. Like each market has its own payment providers. Like in Germany, PayPal and Klarna are like the most used. In Netherlands, it's Ideal and credit card, and in other countries are like credit card and PayPal. And then you need to make a proper research, like what payment providers are used in each country the most. So, and we want to focus, if we are in a high risk niche, for example in fashion, it's better for you if you go to countries where people use more credit card and less PayPal and less Klarna, because then it will be not that hard for you scaling a shop or in general maintaining the store. But if you have, for example, PayPal and Klarna as a beginner and you don't know how to handle these providers, it can be really bad for you. So for beginners, I really recommend going to countries where people pay like between 60 and 70% with credit card and the rest with PayPal. And then you can manage to do this in the beginning. And if you're like if you have experience after a few months, after a few sales, after revenue, you can still think about going into a different market where people pay with Klarna or like more PayPal. But for these countries, you also need more budget, because your budget can be frozen or hold in these countries. And if you're a beginner and if you don't have a lot of budget and you're starting out in a country where people use a lot of Klarna or PayPal, they can hold your money very fast if your backend is bad. So what I recommend always to beginners is go to a country where you don't need a lot of budget, because payment providers won't hold your money that easy. And this is for countries where people buy a lot of with credit card. But always make sure that your backend is good, because even then, if people can still open disputes and chargebacks on credit cards, but it is way harder than on Klarna and on PayPal. So make sure that you really have a good backend. Even if you're a beginner, there's so many videos. I also will do videos about the backend, like what is a good backend and stuff like that. But make sure, if you choose a country, like every market can go through the roof. Like every market you can go with high numbers or like with numbers. Uh, in some markets you can do not that high numbers, especially if it's a small like a smaller country. But in bigger countries you can make higher numbers. But in the end of the day, revenue doesn't matter, like the profit matter. And that's really like the thing about markets. Like you just need to make like a proper research which kind of products you need to sell in the market, because each market also is like don't always have the same bestsellers. So, and also like in every market the categories are always the different. Like in Germany, let's say maybe pullover are working really good right now, but in Netherlands it can be that jackets are selling good right now. So the best seller right now is not always the same in each country. So always make sure that you make proper research regards the payment providers and also which category is selling most right now, to not waste any budget on your journey if you start with a new market. And that's basically how I would do it. I would I would really make a proper analysis and research which payment providers are used in each country. So you can make like a sheet for yourself, and then like make a proper research in Google. You can ask ChatGPT like what are online shoppers using most in these countries, and then look on your budget. Like if you have like a 2 to 3 thousand budget, I would only really, with this budget you can go to credit card countries. But if you have like between 6 and 10K, you can take a higher risk. But as a beginner, even if with a high budget, I would not focus on like the high risk countries. Go more like to low risk countries with the CC only, or like 30% PayPal maximum, and then focus on that. But yeah, guys, you can make it work in every country. And also regarding the product research or like the category research, you can go Google Trends, narrow down the country you want to advertise in, and then you just type in the category you want to sell or the products you want to sell, and then you will see, is this season now good, or like how is the product, or like how is the category trending now? Is it going up? Is it going down? Well, we obviously want to sell things which will be trending soon or which are already in the trend, but you don't want to advertise things which are going now to the bottom, like which are not trending right now. So always make sure that you make a proper research before entering a market, and then you should be really good to go, and you won't waste so much time on testing bullshit products, and you will optimize your strategy basically, and you already have like a game plan entering a market. Don't just open a new Shopify store. Don't just test products on this new shop. Like that's not gonna work out, guys. Always make a proper research, and that's how we're gonna be successful. Yeah, guys, thank you also for 500 followers. We just reached it today, and yeah, keep crushing. Bye bye.